Hello, witches and wizards! Welcome to week 3 of Wizardry 101. Now, this week is all about monsters. I love monsters. There's so much variety. They're all so cool and creepy, so we're gonna dive right in. Today, I have 3 things that we're gonna do. We're going to make our own pom-pom monster. Then we're gonna do some monster trivia. And finally, I'm gonna teach you how to play a monster card game. So go ahead, get your take and make kit, get settled, and I'll show you what we're up to today. First up, let's start by seeing what's in our take and make kit today. All right. This week in our Take and Make kit, you got a bunch of different monster making supplies. So you got some foam, you got some felt, you got eyeballs, you got feathers, you got a pipe cleaner, and of course a bunch of pom-poms and eyeballs. Okay, you also got a monster book list from the library. We have all our monster books on display this week, so I definitely recommend you come and pick one out to learn a little bit more about monsters. You also will have gotten a monster card game called Monster Strike. So this is the rule book, the set of instructions, but there's also going to be cards that you have to cut out. So I've already cut mine out. Okay, so you'll need some scissors to cut those out. And then there are other pieces like game mats, okay? Now, this week you're also going to need some scissors. You're gonna need some dice for the monster game, as well as a paper clip. You'll probably want some coloring and writing tools so you can design your own monster cards for the card game. And for when you're making your pom-pom monster, you're gonna need some hot glue. Again, when using hot glue, ask an adult, have someone supervise you, maybe get a quick lesson on the safety with a hot glue. Basically, this sounds really hot, don't touch it. Okay, grab everything you need, get ready, and we'll get started. To get started, we're gonna make our pom-pom monster. Now, I don't wanna tell you how to make your monster because there's so many different kinds of monsters. They can all look different and unique. So instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my own monster. I'm gonna put a couple of monsters up on the screen as examples, and then you can just make your own monster, okay? No need to follow along. Do your own thing. Make your own creepy crawly, okay? Here we go. All right, y'all, here is my homemade creepy crawly monster. I think I'm gonna name him Eric. I would love to see what yours looks like. If you have a chance, upload it on social media and tag the library in it so we can see. But there you have it. You can make any monster that you like. Here's a couple other examples. Pretty cool, right? Now, as a bonus treat, you also got, oh, you know what? I'll put this up on the screen for you. You got either a bat, a pumpkin, or a spider craft that you can assemble that came in a separate little baggie. The instructions are on screen, so pause the video, you can make it, and then you can hang it up as a Halloween decoration in your house. All right, friends, it is time for some monster trivia. So get those thinking witch hats on, get that brain turned on. Here we go. We got 10 monster trivia questions today. Number 1, Vlad III, also known as Prince Vlad the Impaler, who was crown prince in the 1400s, was the inspiration for which legendary monster? Hint, he doesn't like sunlight or garlic. What monster am I talking about? Vlad III, Prince Vlad the Impaler. Did you say Dracula? If you did, you were correct. Question number 2. The abominable snowman, The winter Bigfoot or white Sasquatch of the Himalayas is also called what? What is another name for the abominable snowman, winter Bigfoot, and white Sasquatch? What else is he called? Did you say Yeti? You were correct. Question 3. A silver bullet is the only way to kill this kind of monster that comes out when the moon is full. What kind of monster monster is killed by a silver bullet? The correct answer is werewolf. Hawoo! Question 4. This mythical creature was first seen in the year 565 AD and is named after a lake in the Highlands of Scotland. It is said to have a long neck and large bumps that protrude from the water. What is this monster called? Named after a lake in Scotland. What is this guy? Loch Ness Monster, that's correct. Okay, next question, question 5. In Mary Shelley's story, is Frankenstein the name of the monster, or is it the name of the scientist who created him? Is Frankenstein the monster or the scientist? That's right, Frankenstein is the scientist, Dr. Frankenstein. The monster is called Frankenstein's monster, and we often shorten it to just Frankenstein, but that's not right. All right, next question, question number 6. What is the name of the creature that has a bird's head and a lion's body? Here's a hint, you'll find these creatures over at Gravenhurst High School. What are those creatures that have an eagle head and a lion's body? That's right, a griffin. Go Griffins. Okay, number 7. What undead creature returns from the grave to eat brains? They eat brains. Yeah, that's right. Zombies eat brains. Next question, question number 8. In Greek mythology, what frightful beast is said to guard the gates of the underworld? This would be Hades' pet. What frightful beast guards the gates of the underworld? If you said the 3-headed dog Cerberus, you were correct. Question number 9. What is the name of the ugly creatures who have wings, are made from stone, scare away evil spirits, serve as water spouts, and are often found in French architecture? What are the name of those creatures? They fly, they're made of stone, they spew water, they scare away evil things. Gargoyles. Okay, question number 10. Last one, best one. Here we go. These hideous and simple monsters are known for living under bridges and collecting tolls. What are they? That's right, it rhymes with tolls. Those creatures that live under bridges are trolls. Woo! Good job with our monster trivia. I have one more bonus question for you just for fun. This one is worth all the money, it's all the points. Here we go. What legendary ghoul rises from the grave to search for his missing head? Who is it? He searches. He comes out in Sleepy Hollow. Did you say the Headless Horseman? Woo! You were correct. Great job, guys. That monster trivia was pretty fun. Okay, time for our third activity, which is to learn how to play the game Monster Strike. So for this game, you will need to cut out your monster cards, okay? You're gonna need your gear cards, which are the ones outlined like that. And you will need your event cards that look like this. You're also gonna need some dice. I hear you need a paper clip. And you will need your location mats. Okay, let's get started. All right, witches and wizards, it's time to play Monster Strike. So to set up your board, it should look like this. You'll have 3 location cards set in front of you, one after the other. At the bottom of each location card, you'll have a paper clip set to 0. On the sliding scale here, you're gonna put your monster deck shuffled and face down to one side. You'll put your gear cards upside down, as well as your event cards, because we're gonna draw them and we want them to be a surprise. Next, you'll get your dice ready, and you'll pull one monster card and put it face up in the very center of the middle location. So the idea of this game is that monsters are coming to town. They're going to different locations and attacking, and it's our job to vanish them. So we're gonna start by pulling an event card. That is step 1. Pull your event card. So my event card is snack time. Brrr, you hear a loud grumble. A monster, no, your stomach. Just then you see a shiny new candy bar on the ground. You pick it up and realize it's too late, that the candy was bait. Oh no, 2 monsters drop down for their snack. So then you're gonna follow the steps 1, 2, 3 on the bottom of your event card. So step 1, add 2 monsters to the middle location. So you're gonna pull 2 monsters from your deck and add them to the middle location. Next, each location with a monster takes 5 damage points. So I'm gonna slide the scale over to 5. It took 5 damage points because it has a monster. These 2 locations have no monsters, so they take no damage. Next, move each monster to the next location. So I'm gonna move each one over. Okay, that was the monster's turn. Next, it's time for us to attack the monsters. So we're going to pull a gear card. At this point, we're gonna get to roll our dice. So my gear card is a beehive. I'm gonna use a beehive to attack. It says, cup the dice in both hands and shake vigorously. Buzz as you roll. So I'm gonna take them, and the idea is you're going to roll onto your mats, and you wanna try and get the dice to land on top of the monster, or at least on the gear, or on the location mat. Fantastic. So, each of these dice landed on a monster card. That means they're a mega hit, so I automatically turn them into attack worth of 6. If one of them had landed on the blue mat, I would have just kept it at its number. If it had landed off the mat, it was a miss, it didn't hit a monster. But because they landed both on my monster cards, I'm gonna attack them both for 6. Now, because I had both of them land here on the monster, I get to double it, which means that it'll be 12, a score of 12. So I check the monster levels, and 12 is higher than both of their levels, which means I defeated them both. So I get to take them and put them in my defeated pile. Now, if there's multiple players playing, you would each get to take a turn rolling the dice and attacking. Okay, but we're gonna move on and do another event card for the monster's turn. So it says, Ice Cream Sundae. You're about to take the first lick of your ice cream cone when you notice a bit of purple fur on the top scoop and a slimy scale on the middle scoop. You don't want to know what's on the bottom scoop. So, step 1, add 1 monster to each location. Okay, added a monster to each location. Step 2, each location with a monster takes 10 damage. So I'll slide my scale, adding 10 damage to each location. Okay. Step 3, no monsters move this round. So that's the end of the monster's turn. Now it's our turn to attack. I pull it up and it says, my gear is thumbtacks. Do one of the following actions. Either A, repair a location for 30 damage, or B, cup your dice in both hands and say ouch as you roll. Since all of my locations aren't close to their maximum damage that they can take, which is the very end here, I'm not gonna repair them. Instead, I'm gonna attack the monsters. Okay, so they landed right on, so I get 6. So I get to attack this monster because they landed on this monster. For 12, he's only a level 1, which means I have defeated him. So the idea is you will keep playing until you've either defeated all of the monsters or they have destroyed the location by getting to the maximum number of hit points at the end there. If a monster gets to the final space here, it escapes. That means it goes to a new pile. And you no longer get to fight that monster. It's made it through. The monsters that you defeated while playing, you get to add to your defeat binder, which means it's just a pile that says you've defeated them successfully, and you get to keep track of that. For more details on the rules, take a look at the Monster Strike pamphlet here. It gives you all the details on how to play and all the specifics. Well, witches and wizards, thank you for tuning in to week 3 of Wizardry 101, where we learned all about Monstrology. We created our own pom-pom monsters, we learned to play Monster Strike, and we did some monster trivia. Tune in next week where we're going to be focusing on ghouls and spirits. We'll be making our own ectoplasm, as well as capturing pet ghosts and warding off evil spirits with our own evil eyes. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time. Make sure to stop by the library to pick up your Take and Make. Bye for now.